The story is sort of your basic horror movie taken apart. 5 kids go to a cabin in the woods to have a fun weekend of partying and possibly sex, and are therefore dismembered one by one. And the kids are just, it's really important not only that you get people who really know what they're doing, but that you get a group that's more than the sum of its parts. It's the same as casting a TV show. When you have an ensemble, and in this case it definitely is, you need strength on every side. Kristen, the moment we saw her on tape, there was no doubt in my mind at all. Boom, this is her, this is the one. I just got really nervous, like hoping the studio would see it, hoping other people would see it. They all did. Her audition tape was, we could have put it in the movie, it was so good. Standing, I mean, we literally were watching him in the cabin, and I said, so he's a movie star? And Drew said, yeah, it was nice knowing him. Because we were like, after this, he's gonna blow up huge, and actually he didn't even wait till after this. He got Red Dawn on a Thursday and then Thor the next Saturday, so I'm thinking, that must have been a harsh Friday. He's like, I didn't get a movie today. I didn't get a huge starring role in a franchise today. God, this business is brutal. He's the guy who calls it like it is while everybody else is busy pairing up. And that was definitely me. I was definitely the odd guy out on the double date who could step back and see just a little bit more clearly what was going on around the people around me, because nobody was busy making out with me. We wrote, we wrote the part of Hadley for Bradley Whitford. Like, he was our first choice. And when Richard Jenkins' name came up, I, being the brilliant producer that I am, told Drew, don't even try. He's going to get nominated for an Oscar this year. It's just not even, please. It'll just be embarrassing. Just don't try. And then he read the script and was like, great. We're like, no, you're talking about another script, right? So we basically, scored as heavily as you can with these guys. And I still have no idea why they're in my movie. Anna's physicality is nuts. She will face plant like a stunt woman in the water or on the ground. Like, she will get dragged, she will throw herself all over. We'll tell her not to, and she'll do it anyway. She is absolutely, you can't scare her, and you can't stop her. She was a Power Ranger. That might explain her powers, because clearly she has jungle fury. Drew is, he came to me on Buffy, was one of my best writers. He went to Angel, and then he went over into JJ's world, did Alias, wrote Cloverfield, and he's just, he's always just taken over. He just, not in a bad way, but just in the sense of his talent and his enthusiasm and his love of the genre. He knows exactly what he wants. When it came time for him to step up as a director, he stepped up in a way that was inspiring and fascinating, and just he really understood all the visual aspects of the thing. The look we were going for was very, very classical. And Martin Wist, the production designer, for one of the first things he brought to me was the book Wisconsin Death Trip, which I have a copy of. And it has very sort of old pictures of people in a small town and dead people, and people would actually get themselves, they would get their relatives photographed after they died, children. It's all very, very weird, very creepy, very gothic, but American Gothic in the really classic sense of, here I am in front of we actually used a mock-up of one of the pictures from that for the cabin as the first design. We saw one of the houses in there, and it just went, that's the cabin, that's it. Mostly now when people watch horror movies, they root for the killer. Jason is the superstar. The people in the movie don't matter, but they matter to me. So I wanted to make a movie that explained why they don't matter and why we want to watch them get killed even if they do. And so it's been a strange experience, because on the one hand, we do straight up horror. And we love doing it. Drew loves blood more than most people, more perhaps than I even realized when we wrote this. But we definitely love the genres and the tropes of the genre, and but at the same time, we have a lot of questions about why and where it's going. I've never heard anybody, including Stephen King, who works in horror, give any really good explanation about why we love it and need it in our lives, and I think we do. People understood that this was a horror movie, classic, bring your date, you're gonna get scared, there's something sharp in the dark horror movie, and at the same time that it was something else. Cabin in the Woods is your classic horror film. It's your bring a date, eat your popcorn, get terrified, watch a bunch of teenagers go to the woods and meet something appalling. But it's Drew Goddard's and my version of what that would be, which means it's going to be a little more twisted and maybe a little funnier than people might expect.